All right, guys, I know I've been throwing so much content out there in the last couple days, but y'all know I'm a teacher. And while I'm out of school, I'm trying to really build everything up and get this business really going because I know when I go back to school on August 5th, it's going to be an adjustment period and I'm going to have to find a balance. So while I have time, I'm going to dump it all out there so you guys can get the information and hopefully utilize it. So the point of this video, if you didn't catch it from the title, is, why do I Scentsy? And then why should you? So I'll start with the why do I, and I'm going to try to be as brief as possible because I know no one has an hour to listen to me talk today. So I shared before in one of my other videos where I kind of went through some products as well that I've been using Scentsy for a few years. So I have several warmers. I've been using the wax bars. I love the cleaning line. I haven't tried a single Scentsy product, honestly, that I don't like. So it really did start as what could be potentially Darren just making a joke. I'm excited about Scentsy. I was excited as a customer. Like when I say it brings me joy, it legitimately brings me joy. My kids love Scentsy. In the last couple of days, it's been so funny. The boys have come in at nighttime and said, "Mom, will you come spray our room?" Or Aria, I mentioned on one of my platforms, actually yelled at me last night when I turned off my Scentsy pumpkin warmer from the last fall catalog. Like she literally yelled at me and said, "Why you turn it off?" I said, "Don't worry, baby, we'll turn it back on in the morning." So it's already back on, so she's happy now. But we love Scentsy in this house. My husband, who's like one of the biggest skeptics of people I know, he loves the Scentsy clean line, like absolutely loves the Scentsy clean line. He has scent circles in his car. So he also enjoys Scentsy. So it's not just a girl thing. I mean, it's a people thing. If you like good scents, Scentsy is going to provide them for you. But Darren jokingly said, "Well, Alicia, you should just sell it." Because what happened is this, quarantine, I've been supporting several different Scentsy consultants, former students, just friends I have who have been hosting parties. So I've been placing multiple orders. And it racks up. I'm not going to lie. It can rack up pretty quickly if you're not careful. Oh, I'm making a recording, so we'll talk later. Real life. Anyway, so I was that day, I mean, I brought up Scentsy to him several times, like different products, several times over the course of about a week. And I had gotten a box in and he was like, "What did you order this time?" But then I said, "Darren, I cannot believe that they are discontinuing Johnny Appleseed. Like, I can't believe it. Like, I didn't see this coming." And he said, "Alicia, if you're going to keep talking about Scentsy all the time, you're going to keep buying Scentsy all the time, you need to go ahead and sell it and get me a free vacation." So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, Scentsy does run incentives for their consultants. And one of the incentives is a vacation. And it's marketed to be a free family vacation. Yes, it really is free. I have friends and acquaintances who are Scentsy consultants who have been able to go on these vacations. Obviously, you have to earn them. So it's not like you sign up for Scentsy and tomorrow you get to go to Disney, but you can earn it. So that was Darren's thing. Go ahead and earn me a vacation. Let's travel. We love to travel, but we have 3 kids. I'm a teacher. He works in a warehouse. So, we don't have a ton of money to do a ton of traveling. So I don't know if he was joking. He still hasn't told me if it was a joke or if it was serious. But I thought about it and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I said, $99 join kit, because that's the typical price. Sometimes there are promotions where you can get a little cheaper, and there are ways that I can help you earn a kit a little cheaper. So if you're interested, let me know. We'll talk about it. But I was like, $99 for a join kit. I use these products anyway. I love these products anyway. Maybe I should. So I started doing all my research. And I did a lot of research, and if you're interested, I can forward you to some great YouTube videos and some different things that I looked at to try to get the information to you. But when it all came down to it, and it was like 11, 12 o'clock at night, and I said, what's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is this isn't very successful for me, and I have $100 worth of products that I'm going to be able to use or gift to people that I love. That's the worst that can happen. But what's the best that can happen? And I think that's one of the problems that we have, in the world. We like to think the worst case scenario in all of our situations. And I realize, I've mentioned 2020, I've been down, like schools closed in March. Teaching has been my life for 10 years. So with schools closed, what am I going to do to fill my days? I'm not used to being home 7 days a week with my husband and my 3 kids. I love them. I'm just not used to it. My husband works weekend shift. We're not usually home at the same time, especially not for months at a time. And then 2 of my kids are in school, and then I have a toddler. So, I'm not used to being the stay-at-home mom. I mean, I've been working at home, but I'm not used to being at home. So it was a rough transition. And then just the general things going on in the world. Like, I was stressed out. Like, me on July 1st is not me today on July 28th. On July 21st, I was down. I was not happy. I was anxious. Oh, less than a week ago. I keep wanting to say a week ago. On Wednesday, which today's Wednesday. Oh, it was a week ago. A week ago, when I made that decision to hit that join button, I had to totally shift my mindset. And that is one of the things that I think we have to understand about joining Scentsy or joining any company where you can be your own business owner. So I hit the join button. I start doing research. I have done like 5 weeks worth of training in a week. I promise you, because I said to myself, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it my best. I'm going to pour into it while I have these last couple weeks out of school, and I'm going to build this business from the ground up so that I can be successful, and so that I can help other people have joy in their life and be successful if they want to. So I've been talking about my goals a lot. So if you follow my social medias, you probably see me talk about setting goals. One of my first goals when I hit that join button was to become an active consultant and to launch a party that would essentially get some rewards. Because if you host a party, there are rewards that come with that. You can actually earn free and half price products. So if you're interested in hosting, let me know. We'll talk about that too. But my launch party, I mean, I hosted it. It was like my inaugural thing. I had to do it. So I knew that I wanted to make that a qualifying party so that I could get some host rewards to also kind of build my own stock at home, for like when someone stops me and says, hey, do you have this? Or, hey, do you have any of that? I want to try this, or I want to smell this. I wanted to have some of those items in my home. So I wanted to earn them rather than paying out of pocket for all of them. So within 5 days, I became an active consultant, and my party qualified for host rewards. And I was so overjoyed that it was ridiculous. I was so excited. So it brought me a lot of confidence, that, I'm getting older. Some people say I look young, but I'm getting older, that I can still do all the things. I mean, I've taught myself new stuff on social media. Like, my Instagram has totally transformed in the last week. I did that a lot over the weekend, like looking up how to improve social media. So my Instagram has transformed. I've created a Facebook group. I've done my very first Facebook Live. I'm developing a YouTube channel. Like, these are all things that I didn't think I would be doing that I now realize I can do. Scentsy also taught me some things that are just applying to regular everyday life. Those of you who know me personally, I'm a teacher, and I'm a teacher leader at my school. The thing about being a teacher leader, I'm gonna throw it out there, there's no extra pay for it, but I get the gratitude of helping new teachers and, helping my colleagues that are in my teacher team But then when I started doing these leadership trainings with Scentsy, I realized this doesn't just apply to Scentsy and my own business. It applies to everyday life. So I'm making a conscious effort to apply the skills and the things that these Scentsy trainings are teaching me to my full-time job. So my fun-time job, my full-time job now are kind of merging in that sense. And also I'm applying it to the relationships I have with people, because I am so outgoing when I'm around people. Like, I'm a social person. I love to talk to people. I talk to strangers. But during quarantine, I didn't have that. And I spent, a lot of time at home. And even though it's called social media, I wasn't being extremely social. So now I'm realizing how to interact with people and engage with people on social media, not just do the scroll that a lot of us do. So hopefully I'm building a relationship with these people, or keeping those relationships open, even if they're not buying anything from me. I'm going to build and maintain these very important relationships that I have. Shout out. Quite a few people have purchased from me in the last week, and I am eternally grateful for you. A few people have outright told me, like, I have a Scentsy lady. I am just doing this to support you and get your business running. I still thank you, because that was super special to me. I'm not trying to steal any other consultants' customers. Now, if you want to join the dark side, you can come on over. But I'm not trying to steal anyone, because that's shady and that's not who I want to be. But three former students. I've been a teacher for 10 years. 3 former students have purchased from me in the last week. Now, I've interacted with tons of other former students, and they've supported me by sharing and all these different things, and I appreciate them. But those 3 former students, that blew my mind. It really did blow my mind. Michaela was my first student purchase, and it was not a huge purchase, and I cried. I mean, I literally sat in this exact spot in my house and I cried, and I was like, this is insane. I pour a lot into teaching, like so much into teaching. I don't think these kids realize how much I really love them and how I follow them. So to see them support me, it blows my mind. I got to quit talking about that or I'm going to cry. So Michaela was my first purchase, and I texted her, and I was like, oh my God, out of all the purchases I've had yet, yours was the most exciting. It really was. And then David purchased from me just a couple days later, and then Reagan purchased from me a few days after that. So you 3, you have no idea how much that meant to me. And I thank you so much. And if you never purchase from me again, I'll still be happy, because that in itself, it meant a lot to me. So yeah, there we go. I've cried now, so that's life. So everybody who's made a purchase, I thank you. But those 3, they get a special shout out. They'll always have a special place in my heart, because they have no idea how much that meant. Other than that, what can Scentsy do for you? So in a week, I've met 2 of my big goals. I am very, very close to meeting my 3rd one, and when I do, I'll talk more about that. But it's been an amazing ride for the last week. So when I first joined, I didn't think that I would want to be a Scentsy leader. I really thought, if I do that, it's going to be a long way down the road. But a week into it, I'm realizing that this is something I want to share with people. Not just the scents. Like, I want to share the Scentsy scents and the Scentsy products with you, but I want to share the joy and the confidence and the happy that I've gotten in the last week. I want to share that with people. So I am actively looking for new consultants to join my team. And you guys know I'm a teacher by heart. I'm using my teacher tools to talk to you right now, but I am actively looking for a few people to go ahead and join my Scentsy team. I'm an active teacher, so I'm going to try to teach you all the things that I have learned and that I'm starting to use that have helped me build my business. I want to help you build your business too. Now, there are a few things that I want you to think about Some of you might be thinking, I am a college student, I have a full-time job, I don't have time for this. Full-time teacher, mom of 3, 2 fur babies, I have 2 puppies, and I told you I'm a teacher leader, so I'm not just a teacher, like I have extra responsibilities. Make time. I have time because I'm going to make time. And I've done a lot of work in the last week with Aria sitting on my lap. If you look at my older videos, you'll see in my like big announcement video, Aria was in my lap half the time. And the kids run in and out while I'm recording. And I mean, that's real life. I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to show y'all what it's like in the Watkins household, because this is what it's like. You have time. You just have to make the time, dedicate a little bit of time to getting this thing going. Also, we can kind of do what I'm going to say is a trial run. Host a party. Let's host a party. You can invite your friends. We can do this virtually. We can look at some other options because of the quarantine and the COVID stuff where we'll have to be careful. But we can look at some options where you can host a party, and we can call that party your decision day. You know, we can go ahead and have you host a party, invite your friends, see how you do, because your friends, those are going to become your customers potentially. And then if at the end of that party, you decide that you would like to go ahead and join, there are some benefits there as well. So we can use a party as your decision day. I do have one person who's already shown some interest. I'm super excited about that. I hope that she goes ahead and takes that leap very, very soon. But I'm not going to wait. So if you are interested, let me know. College students. I'm a high school teacher, for those who don't know. So when I say college students, I'm mostly talking to my students, but any college student, you don't have to be my former student. I think this is something that you could do and you could be very, very successful with. A lot of my former students from like the last 2 or 3 years, I have noticed they're opening their own businesses of different kinds. And I think this would be one that you could transition into really easily. It's an established company that's very well known, but then when you hit that join button, you become a business owner. So you are going to build your brand and you are going to build your customer base, but it's connected to a company that everyone knows, and pretty much everyone who knows it loves it if they've used those products in their home. And college campuses, let's be honest, there are so many people in such a small space that if you can market products that fit your demographic, because you're a college student, you are going to know the college demographic. I think there's a lot of potential for money. I mean, honestly, I'm looking at, if I'm a college student, scent circles for my car, scent packs for those wooden closets that a lot of colleges still use. I know I had a wooden closet. I don't know about all of you guys. You know, different things that would specifically work for a college student. And keep in mind, I've said this before, dorms don't allow candles. We need to get past candles anyway, because this is 2020. So when you're looking at like a Scentsy warmer or a Scentsy diffuser or an unplugged option, none of those are going to give you soot. None of them are going to give you smoke. None of them are going to give you flame. So you're getting rid of that fire hazard. All of them are perfectly acceptable for your dorm room. So why not market those products to college students? Because it's kind of a no-brainer. But anyway, college students, former students, if you guys want to get some information or do one of those decision day parties I'm talking about, let me know. We'll hook it up. Depending on what college you're going to, I might be able to swing by and check you out and try to get you going. So yeah, I don't know if I really hit everything I wanted to hit, but I don't want this video to be super long. So I think I'm going to try to wrap this up with kind of some highlights. Number one, Scentsy has brought me joy as a customer, confidence as a consultant, and those two things combined have made me a happier me. This is something I've done for me, something that's going to benefit me and my family, but I made the decision for myself. And that is very, very, very important. Teacher aside, I'm going to throw this out there. Scentsy has a set payday. Set payday for Scentsy consultants is the 10th of the month. Teachers in North Carolina, I don't know about everywhere else, but teachers in North Carolina, we get paid once a month. And that's a stretch for a lot of us. I'm now going to get a mid-month paycheck, and that's going to help me, and it's going to help my family to budget, to pay off some debt and some different things. So who doesn't love extra money? Money's not everything, but it definitely helps. So extra money, middle of the month for me as a teacher. So that's my number one. I did it for me, and it's going to help me. Number two, I want to bring joy to other people. So if you just want to be a customer, these products, I hope, are going to bring you as much joy as they brought me. If you are interested in hosting a party, let's do it. It's going to bring you joy, and it's also going to bring you some really cool perks and either half price or free products as long as we get you a qualifying party. If you're not sure what that means, you can ask me. I'll talk to you. And also, like, if you want to join the team, let's build your confidence and let's build your brand, because I promise you, this is an excellent company to join. I can't tell you how much love and camaraderie, I think I butchered that, that I've gotten from other Scentsy consultants, and not even ones that are in kind of my consultant family. I have high school friends and former students who are already Scentsy consultants, and I've had so many of them message me and like say, look, this is what I'm doing to promote this product, or, you know, tell your customers this is really important and this will get some more interest for you, or just check on me and say, like, how's it going? How's your business? Are you happy? What do you think? And they're asking me, like, who's your director? Because they want to see if we're in the same family with Scentsy, because Scentsy is essentially a family. I have a sponsor, someone's over her, but it's not a pyramid. I need to go ahead and say that, because the way I just explained that, it made it sound like a pyramid. This is not a pyramid scheme. The people who are at the top of this company still have to work. They're not just sitting back and making money on the new consultants. Everybody in the Scentsy family has to work to earn their income. And that's why I think it's an awesome program as well, or an awesome company as well, because you get dedicated people who want to be successful, and I think that breeds more success. You know, me, I'm a newbie, but if things go well, I could potentially make as much money as, you know, my superstar director within a year or so. You know, you never know. So Scentsy, joy, happiness, confidence, those are my things. It's brought me that. That's why I'm going to Scentsy. It can bring you that. That's why you should Scentsy. So if you want to purchase, if you want to host a party, if you want to join my team, any of those things, check out my personal website. It's linked on all my social medias, or email me, call me, text me. Most of you probably have my number at this point in the game. So thank you for supporting me. If you watched all the way through this, I know I ramble. This is how I am in the classroom too. I don't know how those kids put up with me, but I love you and I thank you. And I genuinely mean that.